Welcome back, everybody. My name is BluJay, and we are back at the Reverb Outpost. Today, we are starting out in the most dangerous place in the entire Minecraft world, especially to my awesome gear, which we don't have very much of with us, but we need to start out here because we need some nether quartz. We are out of the stuff and we need plenty of it because we're going to be using some nether quartz stairs. Today's project, we are working some more on the cargo ship and we are close. We are so close. And my goal today is to get most of the interior done, and that's about all that we have left to do. I think I may separate it into two separate episodes for the interior to get the staircases and finish off the lighting and the entrance on how to get in the cargo ship and all of that kind of stuff. That's probably what we're working on today. And then the last thing that we'll need to do is the cockpit and the front windows and all of that, which we'll probably focus on in another episode because that's going to be a little bit of a larger portion of the interior design. So yeah, we need some nether quartz. We need to get that to get us going. This is episode 50, and that is weird to say. I have never had an ongoing series go 50 episodes before. We are halfway to 100. That's awesome. And again, I don't know if this series will go to 100 episodes or if it will wrap up after 75. I don't know. We could keep this thing going for a long time. Just depends on you guys, and if you guys are still having fun watching all of the videos. We'll eventually branch off into another part of the world, but that will be like a new, refreshed season, starting with an episode number of 1, so that, people that are just jumping into the series, they don't necessarily have to feel like, oh man, we're on episode 243, even though we're starting in a new location. It feels like, we're, really far into the series. So whenever we get around to a new place, a new build, we'll refresh the season, but that's still a long ways away. But episode 50, kind of crazy. I'm pretty excited about that. All right, so we've got some concrete and we've got some quartz, and we're just going to be kind of throwing this stuff in here. Basically, we need a staircase to get us up to the second level because this is a 2-tiered storage room. There are double chests on the bottom and double chests on the top, and each section will have its own, different layout of supplies that we'll eventually throw into the item frames. I do have that all planned out. We just haven't put them in the item frames yet because we, quite frankly, don't have all of the items necessary to go in some of those frames. But we will populate this at some point. And I know I was just talking a few minutes ago about another episode to do the cockpit of the cargo ship. We're going to take another, not whole episode, but part of an episode to work on populating the actual storage system itself, because right now there's only a few places where items are being sorted. So we have not made full use of this yet. I'm kind of waiting on the aesthetic design to be done, and then we'll get around to the practical stuff of actually using it. So kind of a difficult space to work with here. We're pretty tight quarters. We're right up against the edge, and we need to make sure that we're avoiding the hopper lines so that, we're not running into them. We want to have enough headroom to get around the hopper lines, but we also don't want to poke outside of the cargo ship to where this stuff is going to break through the outer wall. If that happens, we'll potentially work with the outside a little bit more. It is a little flexible that we could potentially work with that some more to fix up anything that might, pop through on the outside, but hopefully we won't have to worry about that. But yeah, just going to be working on this staircase, and then I will come back to you in just a moment, and then we'll keep on working on this general area, this hallway, but I'm going to get these stairs into place, and then we'll come back and do the interesting stuff. I'll be right back. This is one of those times where I don't have a particular design in mind, but that's looking pretty good. The quartz stairs like that to kind of outline the hopper line, it kind of makes a pretty cool aesthetic having those hoppers showing. I was trying to figure out a way to hide them all. But I kind of like that they're showing just a little bit. We're not going to have the entire redstone stuff exposed because we want it to be pretty clean and sleek and all of that. But yeah, we're just going to throw in some blue stripes here to see how that looks. I'm not really a fan of how we got to go up a level and then the stripe starts there, and I'm not sure what to do with this area. Again, I don't have a design in mind for this. I didn't actually do this part of the build in my testing world. What does it look like if we bring the blue concrete all the way out? Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I don't know. We'll put it on the other side too and see what that looks like. Maybe I'll like it if there's stripes on both sides. So let's go ahead and throw some blue concrete there and there and there and there. It's a little better. Still looks kind of weird from the outside. And I don't know that I want blue concrete here. I don't think I do, because none of the rest of the pillars surrounding the chests have blue concrete, so we're gonna take that back out. I don't like that. So let me work with this design for a few minutes and kind of rack my brain for some focus here. I don't know how I want this to look yet. I haven't designed it, so that's the joy about doing a Let's Play. Sometimes you can do this stuff on camera, and sometimes just like today, it's not really coming together how I want it to. So let me get a design I'm happy with, and I'll be right back. All right, there we go. That's much better. That looks pretty consistent with the rest of the cargo ship. I know I took out the stripes. I was actually not happy with them, and I know it looks kind of sterile and clean, and not always necessarily in a good way do you want things to look like that, but this is kind of the design of the rest of the cargo ship. The only other thing besides the white concrete on the walls and on the floor are chests and item frames. The ceiling is where our texture comes into place. So we added some stained glass to the ceiling. We've got some glowstone in there, and we're actually just clearing out some of this snow first from when we didn't have a roof on this place. Yeah, this snow has been here for a long time, so we're going to clear all of that out. And then in just a moment, we'll come back and work a little bit more on the other side of the hallway, because we got one done, but we need to add all the stained glass and the stairs and all of that to the other side as well. So let me clear this out and we'll keep going. Our comment for the day says, you should name it being the cargo ship, the Dark Blue H55 Light Runner, and you can shorten it if you like, from ARER, ARER 2468. Hope I said that right. All right, so while we're working on the other side of the hallway here, let's talk about this comment. I absolutely love it. There are so many comments that came in from the last episode where you guys submitted suggestions on what you thought I should name the cargo ship. And funnily enough, I had somebody suggest you should name it the Blue Nebula. And I was like, somebody already suggested that for my personal starfighter in the hangar bay. So we already have a ship named the Blue Nebula, or the Nebula for short. But let's talk about this particular name for the cargo ship. I love it, but I think I am going to shorten it because that's going to be really hard to remember, and I don't think I ever will. So what I do like about it is I like the first part and I like the last part. I think we're going to name this cargo ship the Dark Runner. And I just feel like that sounds very much like a smuggler kind of like airship, like something Han Solo would be proud to fly. And it's supposed to be kind of like one of these smuggly ships that brings in supplies secretly to the rebel base and all of that. So the Dark Runner, I really like that name. Thank you for suggesting it. To everybody else who submitted names for the cargo ship, amazing. There were so many great names, it was hard to choose. This is just the one that I landed on. But thank you so much for all of your suggestions. You guys had some really great ideas. I love it. Keep them coming. Keep the ideas coming. We got plenty more things to do in this series. Plenty of more like builds that we're going to need names for. So you guys keep that creativity coming. I love it. All right. We're doing pretty good. We got a lot of work done, and we're actually pretty much done with the hallways here. So let's run on down this side. Oh, nope, we're not done. We need to add stairs here. I forgot. So let's throw these in place. This is the last thing we need to do on this hallway to fix it up, and then we're pretty much good to go with the hallways. And then what we're going to do next is we are going to work on the entryway, on how to get inside of the cargo ship, because having a hole in the side is not working for me. We got some pretty cool ideas on what we're going to do with that, which leads us up here to the front of the cargo ship. This is where our entrance is going to be, and I don't know exactly where to dig down yet. Let's go ahead and place a pillar there, because we do want to hide this redstone. We don't want that to be a part of the entrance. So we'll hide all of that. And while we're doing this, something I wanted to mention too, Man, guys, I cannot catch a break with the health stuff this season. I was telling somebody else earlier today that I think I have been more sick in the last like 6 months than I have been in like the last 6 years. I've had the flu like twice. I've had colds and sinus infections and all sorts of fun stuff. And I was sick about a month ago, 4 weeks ago, something like that. And then both my kids and my wife, both, all three of them got sick, and it was just kind of a rough time. Well, I am sadly sick again, and I think it is like the respiratory flu. I don't think you can tell because my voice is not really affected by it. I can talk relatively fine, but it like, oh my gosh, my throat is like all, swollen, and it hurts to swallow, and I've got muscle aches and all sorts of fun stuff that come along with the flu. So hopefully we can get healthy here and get back to a regular schedule. The big jump cuts, that's kind of why we're doing this. We're doing small little bits and pieces at a time, just because, I don't know if my voice could handle it, but hopefully we can get BluJay and his family healthy, and not be sick so often. We're coming into the summer season, and people are usually less sick around that time. It's usually like fall and winter that people start getting sick. But yeah, it's just been kind of following us around. So if you think about it, say a prayer for our family, because we need some health here. But yeah, so we're working on this staircase. Today is a really cool day for gaming. Let's go on to a different topic. 3 updates to 3 major games that I love playing. 1, Battlefront 2, new update. Han Solo season just came out. Haven't had a chance to give it a try yet, but anxious to do that. Really excited. Second, but not least, Fortnite. Brand new update for Fortnite Mobile, which one of the new features on there is customizing your HUD, so you can like move the controls around anywhere you want on the screen. It's actually really cool. I'm gonna try to do a video on that at some point. And thirdly, but absolutely not least, Minecraft 1.4 came out today. I'm not sure that we're going to have time to go and explore too many of the features, but we might take a peek in the water and see if there's anything that we can see before this episode is over, because I just hope that there's some stuff around here. I know that like coral and seaweed and all of that, like the ravines, all the ocean like structure type stuff, that won't be anywhere near here because we've already spawned those chunks. But I'm holding out hope that maybe dolphins and fish are nearby. But they did say that none of the update aquatic features are available in previously loaded chunks. So I don't know if that means structures or if that means mobs and entities as well. But we'll have to take a look around. And we're all done with our entryway. Let's run on out here and take a peek at what we've done. Oh yeah, what a good transition. I like it. I even love that you can see the hoppers there as well. It just kind of brings a little bit of the industrial feel to it, even though it's a sleek design, like high-tech sci-fi. There's still that behind-the-scenes look at, hey, there's actually something going on here. This is a mechanical kind of build. There's some technical stuff going on, and you can get a little glimpse into what's happening, but it's just subtle enough that it doesn't make a huge difference. So this area up here, this is where the cockpit is going to go, and we're just going to work on prepping this area. I'm going to get rid of all of this cobblestone. We're not actually going to build anything in here today. We're just going to get rid of the cobblestone. Oh, do we actually need that? I suppose not. Let's go ahead and dig out these other ones. Waste not. We need to save all the concrete we can, because this build has taken massive amounts of a massive amount of concrete. It's taken a lot. So let's tear out all of this cobblestone and prep this area. And this is the thing that we are going to work on, probably not in the next episode. I'll explain to you what we're going to be doing in the next episode. But the next time we work on the cargo ship, which won't be too long, maybe another episode or two, we will work on the cockpit and get this thing all finished up. We are close. This build is close to being completely finished, and we've been working on it for a while. It's been a few months coming. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this build, and we can move on finally to something else that will add a little bit more story, just like this, to the Reverb Outpost. Yeah, earlier in the episode, I mentioned that stuff might poke out if we designed it in a particular way, which it did, but I think we're going to add another row of concrete directly under just this little section here, and it's not really going to throw the build off all that much. We may end up needing to throw some concrete on top as well to round it out and make it look symmetrical. Come on. I'm a little too low. So there we go. But yeah, this is just going to round out this build. Let me talk about what we're going to do in the very next episode because brand new update just came out today. Already mentioned it. We want to go exploring. We're not going to necessarily like find a new place to build or find like a future site for any kind of builds. I just want to go sightseeing. I want to go see what there is to see in the world. Now, if you've seen, probably most of you have, my beta update videos that I did when the beta is first released, I did a lot of exploring in those, but it's different. It's different being in the actual survival series world, seeing dolphins and coral and fish and shipwrecks and all of the things that there are to see. I want to go exploring. I want to go sightseeing. And I know a lot of you guys really enjoy the exploration episodes. So I know we did one pretty recently, but I think we're going to do another one. And the goal is not caving this time. The goal is sightseeing and finding all of these awesome new aquatic features. So I think that's what we're going to do in episode 51. So buckle up, hold on, strap on your snorkel fins. It's going to be a good time. And for those of you that just cannot wait until the next episode, and for me, quite frankly, because I want to go take a peek. I've been waiting for this for, what, was it November 2017 when they announced this, and here we are in May 2018. We're like, what, 6 months later? I can't do month math. What is it, 6 months later? And here we are. We finally got swimming. Oh, fish! Yes! The fish spawned in the river right next to our base. This is fantastic. There's no coral down here. There's no seaweed. There's none of the structure-y kind of stuff. But we got mobs. We got fish. Oh, this is exciting. I don't think dolphins can spawn in rivers. So we may have to go check those out. You know what? Let's go check them out now. Let's walk on this way. We're going to get our rockets and we're going to fly on over to the nearest ocean, which isn't too far from here. It's just 100 blocks or something like that. But let's, rockets, come on. I wish they would fix that bug. I don't know why they don't always fire. But let's climb on up here on top of this hill, get a little bit more height on us, and see if our rockets will fire. But we're going to fly over to the nearest ocean and see if we can spot some dolphins, because those were like the craziest feature, in my opinion, that were added to the brand new update. So there we go. We got some rockets. And honestly, we didn't even need the rockets. We could have just glided all the way down here. But here we are. We're at the nearest ocean, and there shouldn't be any structure-y type stuff here either, because this was already a preloaded chunk. Let's see. I think I see some off in the distance. Do we? Let's swim on down. Oh, there they are. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, look at him playing. That's so funny. He's just like flipping around. Oh, dolphins. They're like the puppy dogs of the ocean. Oh, that's so great. We got dolphins. We got fish. Oh, I can't wait to get into an unloaded chunk ocean area where we can find coral. It's just, oh my gosh, it's going to be so cool. So many cool new features. Not complete list of features for the aquatic update. The Phantom is not in this update yet. It's going to be coming in Phase 2, if I understand correctly. And neither are turtles. Turtles are not available yet either. And I think there's some other features that just weren't quite ready yet. But look at that. We got new water mechanics. We got stuff floating to the top of the water here. Oh, this is like a game changer, guys. I'm super stoked about this. I can't wait to explore even more of this in the next episode. But we got to head back. We got to go do, we got to add somebody to the subscriber barracks for the subscriber of the day. No more time wasting on exploring, because we're going to spend the entire episode next time doing that. So let's head on back. We'll take care of that, and then we'll wrap up this episode together. All right, we're back at the Green Squadron, ready to add somebody in here, and funnily enough, it's the same person who gave us our comment for the day, and if you forgot their name is Arer 2468. Hope I said that right. Probably butchered it pretty bad. But I see this guy's name in the comment section pretty much every video. So thanks for being so active. Appreciate your comments and your suggestions. Welcome to the Green Squadron. Welcome to the Reverb Outpost. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time I've got for today. I hope you are as excited as I am to head off into the wild blue yonder, flying to find a new ocean. In the very next episode, we're going to get some unloaded chunks, and I think I know exactly where to go, because there's one particular direction I haven't been too far just yet. So, we're going to explore, we're going to find some of the new cool ocean features, and hopefully get some new, some resources that we haven't got before. So, look forward to that. I hope you guys are excited about it. Hope you enjoyed today's episode and are enjoying seeing this massive project finally coming together. We're almost done. It won't be long before this project is far, far in the previous video list. So, hopefully you guys are still having fun, still excited. But for now, my name is BluJay, and I've got to fly on out of here. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.